Level 28. I'm gonna annihilate you guys. Let's go. Out of my face, you stupid forfexes. You stand no chance. By the way, my plan when I buy the level 50 Skell is I'm going to use level 50 Skell, my character. I don't know if I'm going to make it like a Rowan 2.0 or if I'm going to base it off of another character from a game that I've played. I don't know which I want to do. I guess we'll see. I have no idea. I don't know who else I would base it off of without making it look too similar to the ones I already have. Because I don't want to like double up on color schemes or anything. I like them all to look different. So I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Cockpit Mode, making everything in my life easier. But I'll give the Dunban unit to Yelv, and then I'll take the Rowan 2.0 or whatever I call it. I don't know. We'll see.
Nice work.
All right. Let's investigate this wreckage and see what's happening. Bump, bump.
Right then. Let's see what she's got for us, Pard. What the? Hold the phone. This is his arm. It's gotta be. I knew it. I knew I'd find something. Don't you see what this means? He's here. On Mira somewhere. He's here. I knew it. He's out there. He's alive.
What are we talking about? Tell Yelv that you do not understand what he's saying. Suggest that Yelv calms down. I know what Yelv is saying. He's got some kind of another partner who he thought was dead, but he's just found the arm of said partner. It's pretty obvious. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I could be wrong. It might be something like plot twisty, but I think that's what it is. I don't like either of these options. Once again, I'm faced with the place where I have no idea. Like, I don't want to use either of these options. I hate when this happens. It's happened to me like 8 times in this game. Whatever.
Oh, right. Guess I still ain't told you yet. Well, I guess I can trust you. It's about my best friend, so just keep it between us, yeah?
Promise Yelv that you will not tell a soul. Tell Yelv that he can wait if he prefers to. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not that kind of guy.
Probably should have told you all this way earlier. We're partners, after all. Me and my buddy went to school together. We enlisted together. Hell, we were even born in the same hospital. We've been partners from day one. So we came here to Mira, anyway. The day the whale fell, he was back evacuating the other crew, and all of a sudden there was this explosion. Typical, really. He was always helping some poor sap out. That's why he's stuck with a jerk like me. Still, I couldn't stop thinking he was out there somewhere. So I started searching all the whale wreckage, trying to find a trace. And here it is. His left arm. Crazy, ain't it? He even gave his mimeosome the same cross-shaped scar he had.
Ask Yelv what his friend was like. Tell Yelv that his friend is likely dead. Is there anyone we've met with a cross-shaped scar? Can't think of any off the top of my head.
I never really fit in, so he was always looking out for me. He was the golden child back in high school, but he never ditched me once. Out in the field, we were always watching each other's backs. He was smart as they came, except when it came to risking his neck for someone else. Best partner a guy could want. I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna find him. The whole reason I joined the Reclaimers was to get first crack at the wreckage, and I'll do whatever else I have to. So... that kind of dragged on, huh? Guess I can't help thinking about him when I see you. Can't help talking either.
Ask how you fit in with all this. Ask if there's some kind of physical resemblance. Is there? Is there? I want to know.
Nah, nothing like that. You and him don't really square up in the old face department. Fact is, when I look at you, I don't see it. But then I forget for a second, and it's like he's right here with me. I know he's alive here on Mira. Same as I know the sky's blue. Next job like this we find, let's do it together. Once we find him, we can take turns beating on him for disappearing like that.
That's the best way to welcome back your friend. Just give him, like, a constant beating, and then when you get tired, pass him off to your new friend and be like, here, you beat him for a little while now. I learned the Photon Saber the word is art, essence exchange. Alright, well, I guess we're all done with this affinity quest. Mission, job, whatever you want to call it. So, let's grab my Wii U pad. Let's jump back to the barracks and do the next one. There are 2 more that I wanted to do before starting Chapter 12. Hopefully we can get both of them done in this session. If not, we can at least finish one more. One of them is, like, really high level, though. I think it's, like, level 47. I think it's this one. What is this one? Yeah, 2 peas in a pod, level 47. I can do it because I've had Lynn in the party since the start of the game. And I think this one you don't need affinity. Yeah, alright, well, this one is easier, so let's do this one first. Then after that, we'll do the 2 peas in a pod. Interrupted me, Tatsu.
Well, it isn't every day the Director General stops by for a visit.
I'm a busy man, I fear. But something's come up that I'd like your team to handle.
Stuffy Suit came to the right place. Make request and Tatsu will see what he can do.
Right. Well, I'd like to propose we enhance our surveillance of the ganglion.
Is there something you're expecting to find?
We've had a string of unusual reports lately. There have been rumors that the ganglion are fighting amongst themselves.
Power struggles? With all those species working together, I imagine they've no shortage of infighting.
Which is precisely what we want to exploit. Hence the need for intel. And why I'd like you to focus on expanding Frontier Nav for now.
All right. We'll take it on as a formal request from you.
So what are we supposed to do? Explore 20% of Mira. Have I not already done this? Report back to the Director General. Yeah, I've put down every single probe in the game except for 1 in Primordia, 1 in Noctilum, 1 in Cauldros, 1 in Oblivia, and 2 in Sylvalum. So I think that alone will probably got me 20% of Mira. That, and I've done a couple of other things to raise survey rate, like when you find stuff in certain areas or beat a tyrant in a certain area. If that's all there, that can't be all there is to this affinity mission. There has to be something else, surely. I'm pretty sure one of the prerequisites for this was that I had to have already surveyed 18% of Mira. So I would have only needed 2% more.
Yep, and get this.
Ah, no, I got stuck on an invisible wall. Alright, we're just gonna have to go all the way around. There we go. Just trying to find a place to jump up. Alright, let's go report to Chosolm. However you pronounce his name. We'll definitely have time for the other affinity mission if this one is as fast as it's seeming to be.
Fascinating.
Find something useful?
All intelligence is useful, Colonel. It's just a matter of finding the best lens to view it through.
Wow. That's deep, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, you fought against a Rothian squadron before, yes?
Rothian? Tatsu hear that name someplace before.
Recall that those were the lion-esque people. Describe them as a proud and fierce people. Claim they're a bunch of conniving furballs. I'll just say that they're lion-esque. I'm not going to praise or demote them.
Warriors through and through. The sort you don't want for enemies.
Not ringing any bells.
Come on, we fought them in Sylvalum, remember?
Oh, right! Tatsu remember now. Kitty cat people, right?
We've analyzed Frontier Nav records for evidence of ganglion infighting. Every instance has involved Rothians fighting against one race or another. This is more than just a few simple disagreements. We believe they've broken ties with the ganglion entirely, and on less than amicable terms.
Suggest forming an alliance. Claim this is your chance to wipe the Rothians out for good. I don't like the Rothians because they gave me a really hard time. I think there are only 2 times in this game where I've had to do the lower difficulty thing because I just could not deal with it, or I didn't want to deal with it. That was one mission where we had to fight this huge monster at level 19. It was really early in the game. It was level 19. I think I was like a level or 2 higher than it, but it was huge, and I did not have Skells, and it just like had this move that killed me instantly. And then the other time was with the Rothians, because there were like 6 of them at once, and I was still not very good at ground battle at the time because I had gotten too used to Skells. So I'm not a big fan of the Rothians, but I know the right option here is to suggest forming an alliance, yada yada. That's what I'm gonna do.
If they really have left the ganglion, that might be a possibility. Their motives certainly seem different enough. If their values align with ours.
As we often said on Earth, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I expect an alliance with the Rothians would prove beneficial for both of us.
Agreed. Even beyond the practical needs, it just makes sense for us to try and make as many friends as possible.
Which brings me to your next mission. I need you to travel to the site of the latest clash and gather data.
Yes, sir.
All right, then. So this affinity mission is about the Rothians, then. Head to the battleground of Noctilum's middle hush flood and gain information. All right, gather information. That definitely says gather, not gain. I should be able to fast travel there. Yep, there it is. Oh, hey, look, the place where it, the hexagon that it's in, the survey rate thing is a affinity mission symbol. That means that this affinity mission is probably going to give me a higher survey rate in Noctilum. Not bad. Not bad at all. I want to see what happens when I max out a survey rate. I don't know where I'm going, what area I'm going to try and do that on. I'd like to do it like in one of the last parts of the playthrough to just max one out. Oh, hey, really quick, I can show you guys this place up here before we go over there and deal with that. I went here already when I was putting down probes, but if you come over here, you see this awesome waterfall and that weird tentacle-looking thing sticking down. This is the peak area of Noctilum I was talking about a few parts ago, where the Telethia is. Let's go on up here and check it out. I can show it to you guys real quick, then we'll run back over to where we're supposed to go. What is it? I think this is called, like, Sacred Peak or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. This is Celestial Cleave, but once you get into it. Divine Roost, that's what it is. So yeah, check it out. The top part of Noctilum. Noctilum is basically divided into 3 locations. The first place we got to, the middle area where most of the stuff in Noctilum happens, and then this Divine Roost. Anyways, the Telethia is, yep, there it is. I knew it was nearby. It's just flying about. I think it's like level 95 if we get close to it. No, it's level 99? Is that 99 or is that 95? I think that's 99. It's hard to see it. 95, 99... Oh, if I just select it, it'll tell me. 99, Telethia the Inbringer. I actually didn't select it before. I didn't know it was actually called Telethia. So yeah, it is exactly what I thought it was. I thought it was based off of the Telethia from the last Xenoblade games, even though when I first saw it, I accidentally called it a Tethiala. I think I put an annotation there explaining that, but in case you didn't see that annotation or you were watching on mobile or something, Tethiala is the name of one of the 2, I don't know if it was worlds or continents. I haven't played it in a while, but it was a place in Tales of Symphonia, and Telethia is the name of those monsters from Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one. But anyways, level 99, dang. That's probably going to be the last thing we fight in the game. In the post-game, I'm going to fight it. Definitely. I really want to. We're going to fight those robots like the one in Noctilum. There was one that I found in Primordia that I want to fight. There was one in Cauldros. I can't remember where it is. I know where the one in Primordia is and the one in Noctilum. But, definitely we're going to fight those robots, and then we're most certainly going to be fighting the Telethia. That's probably going to be the last part of the series is going to be against the Telethia.
That's right. We've located a Rothian Skell. It seems mostly undamaged. No pilot in sight. It's unclear if they abandoned the Skell or were killed.
What about the data unit?
Intact, as far as I can see.
Excellent. Please bring it back with you. Also, a sample of the plating and any weaponry you can
We'll do what we can. Ready for a little manual labor?
Are you kidding? I can't wait to get this stuff home to analyze it.
Warn that Chasson might have his own motives. Ask Elma if she knows more than she's saying. I'd rather question Chasson than I would Elma.
Huh? What do you mean? Elma?
Well, no point in hiding it, I suppose. I can't be certain, but if I had to venture a guess, I'd assume this is all just insurance in case an alliance falls through.
You mean we're gathering this data to make fighting the Rothians easier?
Oh, I'm sure diplomatic talks will come first. And even if we can't secure a friendship, that doesn't mean we have to fight. But it's always good to prepare for the worst possible scenario.
I agree with this.
Especially if you're the man responsible for the safety of all of New LA.
Well, I hope the Alliance can work out.
As do I, Lynn. For now, let's get back to work.
That is smart. You know, don't try and go against them, but if they go against you, then you gotta take them down. Anyways, scan these things. Oh, I'm not actually scanning them, I'm just taking parts of them. Alright.